my name is Lindsay West and this is Chase Harrison. Today we will be presenting our design concept of the Dehydrator 5200. I'd like to start off with a little background. So up to 40% of food produced in the developing world is wasted before it reaches the market. This means that developing countries are struggling with food storage and food preservation. Let's talk a little bit about the why. In this picture, you can see the areas in Africa where people are struggling with food insecurity. These areas also experience changing climate and varying rainfall patterns. 2 team members and myself traveled to Ghana, Africa, over winter break to investigate food-related issues. We found that the biggest problem related to food was that people there experience rainy and dry season. During the dry season, there's not enough crops that are able to be produced, whereas in the rainy season, there's an overabundance of crops and not a good way to preserve them. This led us to ask the question, how can we preserve the excess of food that's being produced during the rainy season for later use? We decided to test the idea of dehydrated fruits in country. Our main concern was, will people accept fruit that looks like this when they are used to fruit that looks like this? We found that the answer is indeed yes. Both adults and children in country really love the taste of the dehydrated fruit. Our next step in moving forward was working on a design concept for our dehydrator.
Before starting our design, we must define the purpose in which it will serve. Our food dehydrator will extend the shelf life of common foods, cut down on waste through the removal of water and other moisture. Our design will be of low cost, allowing those in poverty the option to create a future food source and making more time for other opportunities to create more income. The main features of our design is stacked shelving made out of wire mesh, a plexiglass outer surface, 2 heating options of natural light and fan and bulb, with a sloped roof with added ventilation. Now obviously, the food dehydrator is not a new technology, but what makes our design different? We are able to integrate airflow and heating systems together to create a more efficient drying. We are not tied to one power source, as the bottom panel of our design is able to be removed and support both solar and electric power. The materials used are not exclusive to our manufacturing, but can be found locally, so that if a part is needed to be replaced, it can be. And the sloped roofing concept will allow the system to run even with the threat of a storm. Now, how can you help us? First, funding is needed to build a full-scale model so that we are able to test our product in a real-world situation. Your experience and business connections will allow us to form partnerships to hear others' opinions on how to integrate our product and also finalize a business plan, which will be able to create our supply chain and final pricing to make sure it supports a long-term product. And if you would like to join our goal of finding better ways to prolong the life of food in Africa, please contact us.